Southern California's scariest Halloween event is back for 2022. Summon your Scream Squad to Universal Studios Hollywood's Halloween Horror Nights with 8 haunted houses, the Terror Tram, multiple scare zones, a live show featuring the Jabbawockeez, and exhilarating attractions. Whether you're a super fan, here for the snacks or selfies, scared of everything or skeptical of everyone, remember, never go alone. This year's iconic Terror Tram expands to include a cinematic twist on Jordan Peele's blockbuster films. This crossover experience reimagines Us, featuring The Tethered, a revolutionary army of vengeful doppelgangers whose uprising invades the all-new Jupiter's Claim set from the filmmaker's latest pop nightmare, Nope. The Terror Tram is unique to Universal Studios Hollywood, inviting guests to explore by foot parts of the famous backlot. Home to some of the most notorious movie sets, once guests disembark the tram, the terror is unleashed. This year, the villainous Hollywood Harry unravels Hollywood Harry's Halloween, a nightmarish spectacular with a demented cast of characters that winds past the iconic Psycho House then through Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds set. As guests make their way through a choreographed massacre at the Jupiter's Claim set from Nope, they will encounter the Tethered from Us in a frightening finale of epic proportions. After the success of 2019's Us House, this experience will feature all-new choreography by conceptual artist and choreographer Madeline Hollander. The madness continues with thrilling haunted house experiences. The full lineup is as follows. The Weeknd After Hours Nightmare takes guests into the twisted mind of multi-award-winning artist The Weeknd as they step into a surreal living nightmare filled with grotesque characters and themes inspired by his music and short films. Bandaged maniacs performing extreme plastic surgery, a grotesque mannequin masquerade. You love his music, but can you survive his mind? The Weeknd is about to stalk your squad through his haunted house, a surreal living nightmare from his After Hours video. His nightmare is now yours. Halloween, his beginning is your end. Silent, merciless, relentless. There's nobody like Michael Myers, and if your Scream Squad is ready, this year you can gather together and face the terror of Halloween from the very beginning. Halloween ventures back to where it all began, an eerily authentic haunted house that depicts the most chilling moments from the critically acclaimed film. So gather your friends and visit Haddonfield, where Michael Myers is about to don his mask and embark on his first brutal spree. This year, step into the original 1978 horror classic, Halloween. You won't want to go alone as you go back to where it all began. The Horrors of Blumhouse brings to life Blumhouse's supernatural thriller The Black Phone and horror comedy Freaky. Twice the screams, twice the terror. Get ready for a blood-curdling new double feature of Blumhouse horror as your Scream Squad faces a ruthless serial killer in Freaky and an evil kidnapper in the relentlessly terrifying The Black Phone. You will find yourselves trapped between a frantic teen and a ruthless serial killer that swap bodies within Freaky. Then you'll try to make a desperate escape from the dark basement of the Grabber before you become his latest victim in the terrifying The Black Phone. Universal Monsters Legends Collide expands on the thrilling legacy from Universal Pictures as the most notorious horror icons. The Wolfman, Dracula, and the Mummy come together for the first time ever in an epic battle. It's the Wolfman versus Dracula versus the Mummy. If you thought one Universal monster was scary, how about 3? Their mission: to find the amulet that will break their curse, and they'll destroy anyone who gets in their way. MGM's Killer Clowns from Outer Space traps guests in a frightening funhouse of murderous clown-like creatures. There's nothing funny about these killer clowns who are back to make gooey, out-of-the-world snacks out of you and your Scream Squad. If ever there's a reason people are afraid of clowns, this is it. The Killer Clowns from Outer Space have landed, and the joke's on you. La Llorona, the Weeping Woman features a legend of La Llorona who comes to life to terrorize the living as she mourns the children she murdered. Once a childhood fable, she's back once again to terrify. This is no nightmare, this is La Llorona. Scarecrow the Reaping finds that Mother Nature's retribution against the homesteads for their sins of the past will be carried out by the farmland scarecrows, who have remained mute witnesses, and are now guardians of destruction for anyone who crosses their path. Fear is about to be sown. At an abandoned Depression-era farm, vengeance takes root. The Scarecrows are avenging the ravaged land in this all-new haunted house. The only harvest that will be reaped is your Scream Squad. Universal Horror Hotel lives up to its reputation as the original owner, who was executed years ago for his dastardly deeds, continues to haunt the place today, and guests must escape his vengeful spirit or risk becoming a permanent resident. A 1920s hotel, once the hunting ground of its infamous serial killer owner, has been turned into a modern-day haunted hotel. Now he's back from the dead, and your first stay will be your last. All new scare zones will taunt and torment guests as they navigate the darkness from one terrifying house to the next. El Pueblo de Terror is an extension of La Llorona, the Weeping Woman. As the horror continues once guests exit the haunted house and discover there is no escaping the frightening legend, along with other supernatural characters from Latin America's most frightening myths. Sideshow Slaughterhouse turns New York Street into a battle zone as the performers and workers from a seedy carnival sideshow are on a murderous rampage. Clown Saws feature a demonic troupe of clowns who band together to terrorize guests with chainsaws as they enter the park. Award-winning hip-hop dance crew Jabbawockeez brings an all-new, high-energy show nightly to this year's event, featuring their gravity-defying dance moves, special effects, and pulse-pounding music. Guests can also enjoy select theme park attractions opening during the run of the event, including Jurassic World the Ride, Transformers the Ride, Revenge of the Mummy the Ride, and The Simpsons Ride. The Wizarding World of Harry Potter will also be open during Halloween Horror Nights, inviting guests to experience some of their favorite attractions. Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey and Flight of the Hippogriff will be open. For the first time ever, Death Eaters, a group of Voldemort's most devoted followers, will roam Hogsmeade Village, looking to find others willing to show loyalty to the Dark Lord's cause. Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios Hollywood is a separately ticketed event and runs select evenings September 8th through Halloween night October 31st. Tickets are on sale now online at universalstudioshollywood.com and at the theme park box office. For updates and trip reports from Halloween Horror Nights and other local theme parks and Halloween attractions, make sure you're subscribed to the Funnel Cake blog with the notification bell turned on. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the fog.